Did you know that the humble 1971 Lincoln penny you might have tossed aside could hold secrets worth hundreds or even thousands? This forgotten copper cent hides rare mint errors, historical twists, and a legacy that changed the way collectors hunt for American coins. Stay tuned, because in this video, we are going to uncover every tiny detail that turns an ordinary 1971 penny into a hidden treasure. The story of the 1971 one penny begins with the ever-recognizable Lincoln cent that has circulated in American hands since 1909, the year when the United States Mint first honored President Abraham Lincoln on the penny. This marked the first time in American history that a real person appeared on regular circulating U.S. coinage. Until then, the designs mostly featured Lady Liberty eagles or symbolic figures. But by 1971, the Lincoln penny had evolved through several design shifts, metal composition changes, and public controversies that defined the nation's changing economic landscape. When you hold a 1971 Lincoln cent, you hold a tiny time capsule that reflects not only the economic turbulence of the early 70s, but also the technological strides in minting and engraving that shaped the modern era. The obverse of the 1971 penny still bears the dignified portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, his initials VDB, which sparked debate when the coin first debuted in 1909, had long been accepted by 1971. Collectors know the subtle differences in these coins can mean the difference between pocket change and a small fortune. Take the mint marks, for example. In 1971, the penny was struck in 3 locations. Philadelphia, which produced coins without a mint mark; Denver, which used the small D below the date; and San Francisco, which minted the proof coins bearing the elegant S mint mark. Each mint produced millions. But what makes the 1971 penny so fascinating is the hidden varieties that collectors crave. The Denver Mint in particular saw some striking issues that year. The 1971 D penny is famous for double die obverse varieties, which means the die used to stamp the coins was misaligned just enough to create a doubling effect on the date or the motto. In God We Trust. Collectors scour these coins under magnifying glasses, searching for strong doubling around the letters and the date, which can elevate the value of a single penny. Exponentially, the proof coins from San Francisco tell their own tale in 1971. The Mint struck special collector sets known as proof sets. These were highly polished, carefully handled coins designed for numismatists, and these coins show stunning mirror-like fields and frosted devices, but errors slip through even in proof coins. The 1971 S penny has an infamous double die obverse variety that commands respect among serious collectors. This doubling can be seen on Liberty and the motto. And if you ever come across a proof penny with this rare doubling, you hold a coin that could be worth hundreds or more. Depending on condition, the metal composition is another key chapter in this history. By 1971, the penny still consisted mostly of copper, specifically 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It would not be until 1982 that the mint shifted to copper-plated zinc to cut costs, because copper prices rose so high that the metal value of the penny threatened to exceed its face value. Holding a 1971 penny means holding genuine copper from an era before this dramatic shift. Another interesting angle is the broader economic context. The early 70s were marked by inflation, a weakening dollar, and looming changes in American coinage. The removal of silver from quarters and dimes had already happened in 1965, so the humble penny became an even more important symbol of everyday commerce. Americans debated whether the penny should be eliminated altogether because production costs were rising. The debate continues to this day, but the 1971 penny stands as a bridge between old and new. The penny also connects us to the legacy of coin collecting itself, which blossomed in the 20th century when people began to realize that these tiny discs of metal could hold vast historical significance. Families would pass down jars of pennies searching for wheatbacks, steel cents from 1943, or key date rarities like the 1909 SVDB, the 1971 penny, though not a key date in itself, can become extraordinarily valuable when errors come into play. Even coins with simple off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, or unusual planche flaws can turn up in circulation and spark the dreams of novice collectors. The minting process in 1971 was still evolving. Technology-wise, the die preparation and hubbing process often resulted in minor imperfections that today's advanced collectors track with obsessive detail. Doubled dies, repunched mint marks, and other varieties are cataloged in specialized references like the cherry. Picker's Guide and these coins often fetch record prices at auction. The thrill of the hunt keeps collectors searching through rolls of pennies to this day, and the 1971 penny remains one of the more interesting dates to hunt. Another point that fuels collector passion is the condition the Sheldon scale grades coins from poor to perfect MS-70, and a 1971 penny in gem mint state with full red luster is far more valuable than a worn coin that has passed through thousands of hands. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC provide authentication and preservation, giving collectors confidence that their penny is genuine and graded fairly. This grading has transformed the hobby into a serious investment market. The legacy of the Lincoln penny itself is inseparable from the 1971 issue. Every penny is a link in a chain that spans over a century, reflecting the American story, our struggles, our triumphs, our advances in industry, and the simple fact that something so small can carry such weight. Numismatics, the study of coins, teaches us patience, attention to detail, and respect for the past. Every detail on the 1971 penny, from the fine lines of Lincoln's beard to the delicate lettering, tells a story of master engravers, diligent mint workers, and the millions of ordinary Americans who passed these coins from pocket to pocket, generation after generation. So when you come across a 1971 penny, take a closer look. Examine it under good light check for doubling on the obverse study. The mint mark, inspect the fields for unusual blemishes or striking errors. You never know when a single copper cent might reveal itself to be a prized rarity, worth far more than its face value. This is the hidden magic of coin collecting. It connects us to history, to our shared economy, and to a community of treasure hunters who know that the next great find could be just a penny away as you explore the world of rare American coins. Remember that knowledge is your greatest tool. Learn the varieties, study the minting history, and stay curious, because the story of the 1971 penny is more than just copper and zinc. It is a piece of America in your pocket waiting to be discovered again and again by those who look close enough.